Chava Willig-Levy here with part 2 of How Vincent van Gogh Saved My Life. You may recall that I mentioned in this week's first podcast that although people with disabilities comprise about 35% of the population, there are very few songs explicitly about them. I was delighted then to share with you 3 songs that do speak directly and, more importantly, realistically about life with a disability. I regret to inform you that, in contrast, today's podcast illustrates a serious problem with far too many songs of the few songs that speak directly about life with a disability. And here's the problem. Far too many of those songs are maudlin in the extreme. When I first thought about the 2 songs that you'll be hearing today, I had planned to introduce them by saying, so now we move on to the category of songs I wish had never been written. But I must be honest and acknowledge that when I first heard these 2 songs, one in the 1960s and the other in the 1970s, the teenager and young adult that I was then loved these songs. I was proud that people with disabilities were finally to be found in popular music. It was only later that I realized that, unintentionally to be sure, these lyrics were harmful. I will elaborate at this podcast's conclusion, but for now, as you listen to each song, see if you can pinpoint in what way those lyrics are problematic. Our first song is A Friend of Mine is Going Blind, written and performed by John Dawson Reed.
A friend of mine is going blind, but through the dimness he sees so much better than me. And how he cherishes each new thing that he sees, they are locked in his head. He will save them for when he's in darkness again. He can't read books and he can't paint pretty pictures, but he understands so much clearer than I. For he knows that all he's missing with his eyes is more vivid in the mind of the man who's going blind, and that's why he doesn't mind. Won't you sing, Tommy Davidson, of things that you have seen? Sing of winter's bite and summer nights and places you have been, of dewdrops and forget-me-nots and silver silky sheen, laying across the morning meadow on the hillside. This friend of mine, he plays guitar and he sings his songs so well, and he sings so much better than I. He can sing you any pictures in your mind, he will sketch them out in rhyme, draw the details in the lines, and he'll color it in time. Oh, how he loves his guitar, and it loves him, and they play so much sweeter than me. As if to say that come the day that he can't see, he will have at his command so much beauty in his hands that the loss won't come so hard. won't you sing, Tommy Davidson, of things that you have done? Sing of silver seagulls sailing into evening's golden sun. Sing of city streets and villages and people on the run. Tell the people how you know it, Tommy Davidson. A friend of mine is going blind, but through the dimness he sees so much better than me. And how he cherishes each new thing that he sees. They are locked in his head. He will save them for when he's in darkness again.
Our second song is the French Sans voir le jour, Without Seeing the Day, by Enrico Macias. Here is a translation. Without seeing the day, your white cane in your hand, you always go, trusting your life to the heart of a dog, and full of love, guessing everything with your fingertips. Without seeing the day, you see better than I. And yet you have in the storm neither the lightning nor the play of clouds. You see neither the blue of the mountains nor the wave of the wind on the golden wheat. You cannot retain in your soul the smile of a child, of a woman. You don't have this flame in your life, the gaze of a friend to warm you. In your night, you're unaware that the road is strewn with lies and doubt. You're unaware of sullen faces, the anger and envy withering hearts. When I see the loves that are dying, I would like, just like you, when I cry, to lock myself in the night for a few hours, to shelter there a better world. Without seeing the day, your white cane in your hand, you always go, trusting your life to the heart of a dog. Without seeing the day, you understand the evil ones better than I, because it is love that guides your steps.
Sans voir le jour, ta canne blanche à la mer, tu vas toujours confiant ta vie au cœur d'un chien et plein d'amour, devinant tout du bout de tes doigts. Sans voir le jour, tu vois mieux que moi, et pourtant tu n'as pas dans l'orage ni le clair, ni le jeu des nuages. Tu ne vois ni le bleu des montagnes, ni la vague du vent sur les blés dorés. Tu ne peux retenir dans ton âme le sourire d'un enfant, d'une femme. Tu n'as pas dans la vie cette flamme, le regard d'un ami pour te réchauffer. Sans voir le jour, ta canne blanche à la main, tu vas toujours confiant ta vie au cœur d'un chien et plein d'amour, devinant tout du bout de tes doigts. Sans voir le jour, tu vois mieux que moi. Dans ta nuit, tu ignores que la route est jonchée de mensonges et de doutes. Tu ignores les visages maussades, la colère et l'envie desséchant les cœurs. Quand je vois les amours qui se meurent, je voudrais comme toi, quand je pleure, m'enfermer dans la nuit quelques heures pour y mettre à l'abri un monde meilleur. Sans voir le jour, ta canne blanche à la main, tu au cœur d'un chien s'envole le jour. Tu comprends mieux les méchants que moi, car c'est l'amour qui guide tes pas. Car c'est l'amour qui guide tes pas. Car c'est l'amour qui guide tes pas.
So, what troubles me about these two songs? Where to begin? First, each in its own language expresses the stereotypical, euphemistic notion that blind people see better than people who are not blind. To illustrate, here's a snippet from each song.
A friend of mine is going blind, but through the dimness he sees so much better than me.
Et plein d'amour, devinant tout du bout de tes doigts, s'envole les jours, tu vois mieux que moi.
Second, both songs infer that blind people not only see better than sighted people, but that they are either more talented or more loving than sighted people. Finally, there is quite a focus on what blind people cannot do and reinforcing the notion that blind people are locked in a world of darkness. If you have additional insights into today's songs, I'd love to hear from you. My email address is breathtaking.podcast@gmail.com. And please join me on Thursday for our final episode of How Vincent van Gogh Saved My Life, when we will finally get to Vincent van Gogh. Signing off for now with a song in my heart.